Now, I want to talk to you about something that has come to light, something very scary, very dangerous. Now, here's the fact. Now, I'm going to read this article that was released on the 4th of October 2024 at about 1 past 7 a.m. This revealed that there are inmates in prison who are, while sitting in prison, coordinating the death of whistleblowers or anybody that exposes fraud and corruption in this country. Listen carefully. Those things are coordinated in prison. They have cell phones to coordinate this whole thing. So the name and the list of people that are to be taken out are known by those criminals behind bars. I know you will simply say, but yes, that's true. It makes sense. Come to think of it. Nobody's going to think to investigate a person who's inside prison. But listen to this one. You also need the participation of authorities. For these guys to have cell phones, for these guys to continue to have this type of sophisticated communication. This is one of the articles that is going to shock you, and you just need to pay attention just to see how crime happens in this country. Listen to this one. A chilling web of conspiracy involving whistleblower hit squad has come to light, revealing shocking details of secret phones, prison connections, a bizarre fast food deliveries. The revelations stem from an ongoing investigation into suspected criminal network that has targeting individuals who exposes corruption in high-profile cases. Apamanga. This is credit to News Hub creator. News Hub creator, they're the ones who released this article. I'm trying to say, do not expect sometimes to be killed by a person, or do not expect, this thing is so sophisticated that it makes me wonder. These authorities have got the audacity. They've got an audacity to break the law, one, by smuggling phones, two, by allowing them a constant communication with the outside world. They know exactly that by giving them these two privileges, the smartphone and the use of that smartphone consistently in prison, they know exactly that these people are coordinating someone's death. But specifically, they are coordinating the death of people who are exposing crime and corruption in this country. Do you see how deep this thing it is? But give me a moment. We'll deal with this one. Before we can deal with this one, I would also like you to deal with this. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe it is free, to like the video it is free, to comment in the comment section below it is free of charge, to click the notification bell it is free of charge, to share this video it is free of charge, to watch this video until the end it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, let's proceed then. I said we'll continue, so let's continue. Listen to this. Right? Investigators have uncovered a sophisticated network where prison inmates play a central role in coordinating hits on whistleblowers. Secret cell phones smuggled into prison were used to relay instruction from incarcerated gang leaders to hitmen outside. This phone serves as a crucial link between mastermind behind bars and an operative executing the violence plot. Listen, I don't know if you see what I'm seeing. We'll come back to this one. Let's cover this aspect. A key aspect of the investigation centers on how these inmates were able to obtain such an extensive communication network from within the tight, controlled prison system. Authorities are looking into possible corruption or collusion that allow the smuggling of mobile devices and other contraband into prison facilities, enabling the hit squad to carry out its activities unchecked. So, sometimes when you arrest a person, you think you are, or when a person or a known criminal gets arrested, people can celebrate thinking that they have achieved that which, the person is no longer going to be in communication. So you're thinking that the person is being rehabilitated in prison. Gandhi, it's actually the other way around. This person has shifted from, because when they are on the outside, they are always looking upon their shoulders. Now they are inside prison where they are sitting in an environment that is controlled. Now they are protected inside prison, but they become more dangerous than when they were outside. You know, I can tell you a story, but let me not. I'll just give you a hint. Somebody went to visit someone in prison, and this person was followed by other people. But that person who's in prison was able to tell the person who's outside that you were being followed by so and so and so and so. I won't continue. Let me leave it there. Further thinking has also revealed an unexpected twist. Hitman receives fast food deliveries as part of their payment. Burgers, fried chickens, and other meals were often delivered to prison inmate and external operatives. A strange but telling indicator of the informal yet dangerous agreement between criminals and element involved in operation. In prison, there are things that you're not allowed to receive. But you'll remember that in the latest prison raid, you remember that they came up with PS5 Wi-Fi routers inside prison. And how are you able to, one, buy the Wi-Fi router? Because you are inside. It tells you about something there. There are some had expensive smart TVs inside prison, expensive later smartphones inside prison. So sometimes we should run away from the fact that, or from the idea that just because a person is arrested, it means they don't have the power, right? They might be behind those big buildings and strong walls under the 24-hour supervision, but it doesn't mean that they don't have power. It doesn't mean that. And I hope this is one thing that we need to learn, is that I've listened to so many YouTube channels where ex-convicts, they speak for themselves. You'll hear them. I think out of all of the people that have listened, 100 of, if not over 100 stories, different channels, I think it's only one person who says I was rehabilitated in prison. All of them will say this thing of rehabilitation in prison, it's not true. It doesn't happen. And if you think I'm joking or if you think I'm lying, just go and listen to ex-convict stories. Then that's when you'll notice that there's no rehabilitation. So if there's no rehabilitation, it means that, in fact, I do remember listening to somebody, an ex-convict, who says that when they got arrested, and when they came out of, as they were arrested, they learned new tricks. So they came out to implement the new tricks learned from inside, taught by other criminals. Do you understand? Where is rehabilitation? That's why not long ago, there's a current case where somebody was killed by a person who was on parole, right? You ask yourself, why? How is it that this person is able to commit such a heinous crime? Because inside, probably that person has power, but outside they don't have power. So it's better for me to go inside. It's easy to commit crime because people don't understand the importance and yeah. That's the point that I want us to understand. Just because a person is arrested doesn't mean that this person is rehabilitated. Let's continue on this one. The existence of this hit squad poses a serious threat to the safety of whistleblowers, many of whom have bravely exposed corruption and fraud in corporate and political circle. Several whistleblowers have faced intimidation, threat, and in some cases, attempt to their lives. The hit squad discover has sent shockwaves through the legal and investigative communities, highlighting the extreme measures taken to silence those speaking out against corruption. You know, I wanna say something, but I'm just shocked. And it's very difficult to even comment. For obvious reasons. If these people who are committing this type of crimes are rewarded for that, why must they stop? There's food delivery in prison. They are eating nice food. They are watching smart TVs. They've got the latest smartphones. They've got everything that you don't have. They've got Wi-Fi inside. Something that 99.9% of prisoners does not have, but the few individuals who are known to be the best in terms of eliminating other people, those individuals have all the privileges. So if that behavior is encouraged, why must they stop? If that behavior is rewarded, you are in prison because you've committed a crime, right? Let me assume you were rightfully arrested. And then you get inside prison, and then you continue with criminal activities. What's the point of you being in prison then? Sometimes it doesn't make sense to arrest people. I know a lot of people can be fascinated about the idea of arresting people, but sometimes it doesn't yield the desired result. Rather, it teaches people, or people learn new tricks and ways of doing the very crime they are arrested for. But in all of this, there's one thing that you need to notice, and that is the involvement of authorities. So the problem of crime is from the head to the toes, not from the toes to the head. It's the other way around. Because all the things that you are hearing here, there's one thing to sum it up, that if the authorities were not involved, this would not have happened. So the enabler of this is authorities themselves. The people the people we call them leaders of ours in various organizations or departments, those are the very people who enable this type of criminal activities. And that's what I wanted that's basically today's message, that be careful. But let's read this last part. It says, as authorities work to dismantle the network, the investigation has raised critical questions about the ability of law enforcement and prison system to prevent such deadly operations. The probe is ongoing, with several arrests already made and more expected in the coming weeks. Let me repeat this one. As authorities work to dismantle the network, the investigation has raised critical questions about the ability of law enforcement and prison system to prevent such deadly operations. The probe is ongoing, with several arrests already made and more expected in the coming weeks. The only encouraging thing is that there are people who are doing the right thing. There are people who are getting arrested. There are people, that's the only encouraging thing in this whole thing. But My responsibility was to bring this to your attention so you can see it for yourself, so you can understand. Oh, this thing is, it's so sad, eh? Like, it's so sad. It's so sad.